Hello there, it's your boy Sav. Today we have some tournament replays that we can discuss. These games are for round 1 of the official Smogon tournament. I'm playing this great person called Unknown Dragon. So yeah, let's get into the games. We're gonna be analyzing each turn, why we did this, why we did that, so it should be some cool stuff. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so we have, on this side we have me using this Shenpao Sandy Socks theme, pretty cool stuff. Sandy Socks is a Terra Fairy 4 attack set with wise glasses. It's meant to, one hit KO hard gold. Great task. It hits Dragapult with Terra Fairy. It gets good resistances, good immunity versus Dragon. It's a cool set, good resist versus Sucker Punch, so you can Earth Power the Bishop thing, the King Gambit, whatever. So it's a cool little set. It's walled by Among Us, so there's that. Shenpao looks alright. Like Shenpao is usually a beast, but in this game it looks alright. There is I have no Sacred Sword, so I don't hit King Gambit very hard. Asker Grass is resisted, Grass is resisted, Grants is resisted, excuse me. So yeah, not the best matchup. On top of that, they have the Terra Bag Cerulets thing that I'm trying to figure out how I stop with my team. Like, I do have a few options. You can obviously taunt my Clodside from clicking Toxic versus it. You can taunt and beat the 1v1 bulk up before my Clodside, Clodside as well, but I was let's say a great task. Before it boosts though, it can take a lot of damage from Shenpao, and special attack moves don't do that much because these things not only have good base PDF, these Cerulets Pokemon. I don't have a super effective versus bug with my electrics and my special attackers in general in this, but they invest in SPDF too, so it's a little bit of a difficult kind of matchup. Usually you see heavy duty boots, lefties, or sometimes covered cloak on this Cerulet set. Usually it's more the more used set is, I feel, heavy duty boots, and for a good reason. So I like my socks a little bit because, they have Among Us, but Among Us, whenever a Volt Switch invites my cat, and my cat can do a little bit of damage, even if they have like King Gambit, all those Pokemon that are supposed to help versus it. With correct clicks, I feel it can do a little bit of damage, but I definitely don't like the matchup right here. I definitely don't like that. But yeah, we're gonna lead with the socks. They're gonna lead with the Dragapult. Now here I Terra Fairy immediately. Now I was thinking Specs, Draco. I don't think it kills, but I would regret them like clicking some random shit versus me, like Dragon Dart Choice Band, Choice Specs Draco, maybe even kill me, maybe even do like 99% to my socks, and me just clicking Volt Switch or Weak Ass Earth Power when I can Terra. So I was thinking, do I Terra this? They're probably gonna U-turn into Among Us, which is a full-on wall versus my Sandy Socks, except Terra Ice, that I'm not. They don't know that though, so they're either gonna stay in and click, or they're gonna switch into their Among Us. They might also be afraid of random Scarf Ice or whatever that you can see on the ladder. So I decided to Terra immediately here. I thought this Pokemon might be the Pokemon that I will Terra anyway, so I'll do it immediately. It doesn't work out, he U-turns immediately into his Among Us, which is a good play by him. This attack, this 11 U-turn means that it's not Choice Band. So that's good info. We Terra Blast this thing into Volt Switch, and then somebody has to go to sleep. So there's that. Awful beginning. That's fine though. We can survive. He spores my Scizor. I thought Scizor is the most... well, it loses to Cerulets. It loses to Gambit. I have superpower, but so it doesn't lose Gambit. Could be a cool Gambit tech. It would get Wisped versus Dragapult more likely. It's not great versus Tusk. It's not great versus Sodom. So I thought this might be the Pokemon that I have to get sleep. Plus I can get a lot of opportunities to wake up versus Among Us, because there's not really a move that Among Us can destroy me with outside of maybe Foul Play. Usually they're on either Clear Smoke, Foul Play, or Stomping Tantrum. Sure, that one. As their last move. So if it's Foul Play, it's gonna do a little bit of damage. If the other two, then Sludge Wave and Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain don't do, or Grass Knot, whatever they runs, don't do much damage to my Scizor. So this should be the Pokemon that I get to sleep, and now I'm gonna double out into my Rotom Wash. The reason I did that, first of all, we already we already said how threatening this Scarlet shed is versus my team, so I wanted to make sure that I prevent that from coming in. Rotom doesn't really beat it, but I can at least Hydro Pump in front of it, and well, it does beat it, actually does beat it, because even if you bulk up and beat it, Blade and Terra in the back type, I don't do it that much. So unless I miss all my Hydro Pumps, I still beat this set 1v1, I feel. Maybe. It's kind of a iffy situation if you I don't know if you noticed, but like this early is a big ass threat. So he switches into Rotom, so I double into my Rotom, and now we're gonna jerk off with our Rotoms, protect both because we're both pussies, just in case they are Scarf. He wisps, I wisp, he's faster than me, and I'm gonna follow it up with the Volt Switch as he follows it up with the Volt Switch. Does 26, not that bad, but he goes into his pool, which invites my Sandy Socks again, or Shenpao apparently. Now I have Sucker Punch on this. I do have Sucker Punch. I started from Choice Band kills. I don't know if I'm not Choice Band if it kills or not. The thing is, he might Wisp, expecting me to Sucker, expecting me to not Ice Heart. I don't know. This is a weird turn. I thought Shenpao gives me a little bit more progress than the Sandy Socks just inviting Among Us again and again, so that's why I went into it. I have Sucker Punch. I probably should have clicked it because I've seen all these idiots on the ladder just click Uter versus Shenpao that I can Ice Heart you and Sucker Punch you when you can Will-O-Wisp, or just switch, maybe switch, but nope, he stays in. Please, I'm not calling my opponent an idiot. The play was idiotic, but I'm more idiot because like I didn't click the Sucker Punch when I know they're clicking Uter. So there's that. So I stay in, take the Uter like a champ, and do 25 to King Gambit. Phenomenal progress. This is looking very bad. Very bad. I go Great Tusk. You double into their Great Tusk, which is a bad play. You should have went into your pooled or Rotom and make progress like that, because you don't have info about my Water Absorb. So yeah, this well, actually double into Great Tusk is fine. It's fine because you scout for Sacred Sword versus Shenpao. The thing is, Great Tusk versus my Great Tusk, which is an obvious switch for his King Gambit, doesn't give him much progress. In fact, why get into that position when you have such good matchup, right? At the same time, you wanna scout for Sacred Sword, so I get that. I wonder if he calced and figured out that I'm not Choice Band on the Shenpao. Either way, Tusk is fine. My Tusk is fine. This is better for me, I think, because I'm in the back, so I gotta make some progress, and this Great Tusk 50-50 kind of like 1v1 or whatever, this benefits me because I'm in the back. So stay in and jerk off with our Tusk as well. I knock off, he knocks off, everything is faster. Fuck off, his Rotom is faster, his Great Tusk is faster. I go for the Earthquake because we're trying to get as much damage as we can on this Pokemon. And he goes Among Us. I get the play right and I spin on the Among Us, so not only we got a lot of damage on the Tusk, but I spawned the Hazard 2, so we didn't lose the Hazard Sword as well. I have a Clodsire, I have a Scizor that I can switch. I went Clodsire over Scizor, because well, Scizor invites Scarlet to set up in front of me, and I'm very afraid of the Scarlet. And this thing can get a little spike, which is not bad. It's gonna invite the Great Tusk, and I could have realistically through a Toxic right there, but or here after the spike, but it's a little bit of a risk. For no reason, I felt. So I just went this. He's outspeeding me anyway, so the 7% for rapid spin doesn't matter very much. He stays into trade versus me, which is really good for us because I'm gonna rapid spin right here, I feel. He doesn't KO me any day of the week, so I outspeed now things like nothing. So yeah, I guess I outspeed Scarlet. So nah, I outspeed. This rapid spin didn't benefit me at all. But I spin Earthquake and I kill the Hazard control. What does that mean? It means that if they have heavy duty boots on Scarlet on Dragapult, this doesn't matter at all. If they don't have on Dragapult or Scarlet, this is incredible. I can get my hazards up and they're gonna stay in. So we're gonna go into our Clodsire and go exactly with the plan. He goes for a little Hex, doesn't do anything to me, so I'm thinking it's probably a heavy duty boots Dragapult set. I'm still paranoid about the Scarlet, and I'm also thinking that a little spike might help my Shenpao break through the King Gambit. So the reason I'm clicking spike here is that he makes a great play clicking Will-O-Wisp versus me, and the reason is, well, he can taunt with Scarlet my Clodsire Jesus Christ, that's my microphone. He can taunt my Clodsire. Earthquake would have been a little bit annoying unless he Terra into Bug, which he should, or Grass. I've seen Grass as well. But the reason is, this allows King Gambit to clap me as well. And Toxic versus Juggernaut doesn't matter very much, I feel. Like, it does matter, and you'll see how in a bit. But, damn it, man. I don't know. How do I say it? Like, slowly making progress with my Clodsire, which is gonna help his Rotom, is gonna help everyone. He's gonna help some Mungus. He has my Scizor Sleep too. So this is how he starts making progress, I feel, versus my Clodsire. Otherwise, he would have to switch into his Scarlet's Heart and go immediately for the Terra. So I fucked with this Will-O-Wisp on my little spike, and then he stays into trade versus me with his Dragon Darts thing. So this is perfectly fine. I don't think without a Wisp you trigger me. Yeah, because that does. I'm at 80. I'll be 86. Gonna do 26. 23. Ooh, you could have. Okay, so maybe Jungle Darts, that's actually better than Wisp. Right. Wisp covers the Sandy Socks. Nah, Dragon Darts then was better if he 2 kills. Or at least Dragon Darts into Wisp. But now he makes a misplay. He goes greedy instead of clicking Dragon Darts again, or Wisp, expecting, excuse me, Hex, expecting maybe my Sandy Socks to come out or still do damage a Claw. Nope, he U-turns, which means I can go for a little, what do I go for? A little recover. Now he's gonna taunt me, and the biggest threat is in, but we got some good info that it is leftovers. Leftovers, ladies and gentlemen, leftovers. Now what does that mean? It means if I get the rocks up, this thing is no longer a problem. How do I get the rocks up when I'm losing, you maybe ask? Well, because when I'm saying I'm losing, this Pokemon can literally sweep right now. Like, it goes for a bulk up, it taunts right here. Bulk up, and I lose. I cannot stop it. So yeah, how do we do that? Well, there's one way. So I go Sandy Shocks right here. I had 2 plays. One of them is go Shenpao right here on the turn that he Terras and taunt. That will allow me to hit him with a strong crunch before he gets all the bulk ups that he needs. This, however, risks him not wasting his Terra immediately and try and do this later, which means that I'm very pressured to click to click Rapid Spin, because then my Shenpao will no longer be able to come in Stealth Rocks, because I'm not a heavy duty boots. So this so that's option 1. The second option is go Sandy Shocks. If he taunts the Sandy Shocks and terastallizes, then I have to Volt Switch into my Shenpao on the turn that he bulks up, because there's nothing really these Sandy Shocks can do to damage this Pedef Cerulean. You'll see that in a sec. But if he clicks Bit of Blade as a Volt Switch into my Shenpao, then that's bad case for us. So, and I have to go Shenpao before he gets all the bulk ups that he needs. So you see that he actually goes for the Terra immediately, so Shenpao here would have been a little bit better than Sandy Shocks, but it was a little bit risky, because if he didn't Terra, he would just switch into his Gambit, and then I wouldn't have a Shenpao anymore. I would have to somehow spin, and then try to use my Shenpao to stop the Cerulean from doing all its bulk up shenanigans. So this is better. I Volt Switch into my Shenpao. I have to make this plays, otherwise I lose. You see, I do 26. That's absolutely nothing. He's gonna heal that off with a 1 Bitter Blade. And he goes for the bulk up. Now, he sees that I'm taking damage. It means choice banned. So he's not gonna stay in and trade, because he's not gonna heal very much. I'm at 22%. So he's not gonna heal very much with Lefties plus Bitter Blade. And he's gonna be in range of random crap after, like for example from a hit from Rotom, or a strong like Thunderbolt, Terra Blast, something like that. So he does switch out, which is a good play by him, but this means I can get a little crunch for free, and this is the opportunity that we want to get our rocks up. Now I'm thinking Shenpao is obviously nice, it kind of helps for Cerulean. By the way, if I took a little bit more damage or he bulked up again, I could have died to Shadow Stick. Either way, now I felt that I have no need for this Shenpao anymore. I just gotta get my rocks up, and I don't really switch Great Tusk on King Gambit at 24%. So this is bad for us. I'm gonna crunch again, do as much as I can, and then go Great Tusk. This could also work if he double switch into something like a Cerulean expecting my Great Tusk, or I don't know, like a Jagapult expecting my Rotom, some bullshit like that. He doesn't have to do that, obviously, because Tusk is dying to King Abbott. So there's that. He goes for the kill. I get a little bit of damage on King Abbott, and then I'm able to get the TOXAPEX. This is big. Now Scarlet is no longer a threat. He goes for the Sucker Punch, even better because I can damage this bullshit if he doesn't kill me, which he doesn't. He does 11% with the Sucker Punch thing. So that's great for us. Now he goes into Scarlet. You see all the damage from the Spike and Stealth Rocks. This is how big this turn was when I sacked Xianbao. And not only that, I outspeed and leave Shadow Sneak, so I'm able to survive this and knock off the Scarlets, and this is done. Not only that, but I keep the Donphan as a sack, and I go Rotom into Shadow Sneak. That doesn't do that much. 13, that's fine. We can survive that. So I have an extra sack versus Dragapult, and I've also switched out into my, who do I go into? Shocks. Yeah, because doesn't die to one hit from Dragapult, so it's much better to invite Amoonguss, which doesn't have lefties, and Volt Switch, and try to wake up with my Scizor. So this is great stuff. This is great. He reveals the foul play right here, which is gonna do a shit ton. Look at that. But I burn one turn. Now I get the first wake, the first third wake. It could have been a second, it could have been a third. If it was a third, I lost. If it was a second, then we were fine. We get the first turn wake, which is phenomenal. So I'm gonna U-turn out. Sack. No, I don't sack. I could have sacked my Donphan, but I'm thinking there's no way he just slash bombs randomly on the first turn wake. So he does go for the foul play right here, which is good. Now he's in range of Earth Power. I'm gonna click it. He goes to his Rotom. Good. I'm stacking damage versus Rotom, which is really nice. And this is the turn that I'm gonna Volt Switch, sack my Donphan, and then get back more damage. This is gonna easily 2KO. Alright, so this is drops. The reason I did that, by the way, if he Volt Switched or whatever, or Hydro Bomb, like if he Hydro Bombs, he kills my Rotom. If he Volt Switches, he can then follow it up with a Hydro on my Claw, so he can kill my Claw. He can. I wanted the Rotom to stay in, is what I'm trying to say. I want the Rotom to stay in because if I go Sandy Shock side here, I basically get a kill. So this is good for us. That's why I sacked the Tusk here. I go for the Volt Switch into T-Bolt, into whatever. He doesn't get lefties anymore, so we kill the Rotom. Now he's gonna go into his pooled Hex. I don't know if it kills me, but I sack my Clodsire because it's more expendable. Socks still have a lot of use versus the, what is this thing called? The Amoonguss. There you go. Nice name. And now all I have to do is go into my Scizor and spam Bullet Bands. I have Protect on my Rotom as well. Eventually he's gonna die to the boo shit. So he dies to this. I'm burned, that's fine, and I'll just spam Volt Switch until he's in range of the Earth Power. So you can see how that little turn with Great Tusk, getting up the rocks, sacking the Xianbao, winning the trade versus his Tusk with my own Tusk, really, that was my Facebook, that really helped kind of somehow clutching the win in this dog shit matchup. Dog shit, awful. So there's that. Let's go to game 2. Alright, I'm using this Garchomp, Xianbao, Scar, Fire on Valiant team. Really cool stuff. TOXAPEX with Infestation and Toxic Spikes, I think. I don't remember. He's using my good friend's Maverick Shooter's team of the week, basically, with a Muscarada Garganacl thing. I have seen this team before anyone else. Get the fuck out. You're not using this team versus me. I have seen it 2 months ago. Okay, it was 2 weeks ago. It was 1 week ago. But it's still, I don't use this team versus me. I have seen it. I know what it do. You can change everything. I'll still clap you. Nah, it's fine. But probably he didn't know that Mav was my friend anyway. So he just liked the team and used it versus us. It's perfectly fine. But we have the info that we need. Now I'm thinking, alright, there are many versions of this team. I have seen, the standard one is Sass, Muscarada. I have seen Heavy Duty Boots. I have seen Choice Band with Play Rough. I have seen a lot of versions of these things. I have seen the Water Garganacl version. I have seen a lot of stuff. And I'm like, okay, what is this? I have no idea which version it is, but I know my Iron Violet outspeeds everyone, and it's trash versus them. Like, it's walled by Golden because it can recover. It's walled versus the Volcarona because it can recover. It doesn't do damage to this Terra Fairy, whatever this Garganacl was. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave with it. Get some info on the Muscarada, because if he sass, it probably means it's the original build. So he's gonna be Terra Fairy on this, and I know it's hitting 301 speed if I remember correctly. It's gonna be Covered Cloak, Golden Go with Recover, Make It Rain, all that fun stuff. So we'll get info. So I'm gonna live with it immediately. And I click Moonblast. Moonblast is fine. I didn't want to close combat and then switching into Volcarona. So that's Moonblast. It should kill. He is Focus Us. He goes into Overgrow. Thankfully, he's not Leaf Storm. He's Flower Chick. I leave that. And now he's forced to switch. I knew he was going Volk or Goldigo there because I revealed Scarf. And he has now an Overgrow Muscarada that's gonna do a lot of damage and get up spikes if it wants to. So I could have predicted the Volk there, but I didn't do it. I'm pussy, basically. It's tough. It's very tough to actually switch into Muscarada in Overgrow. I felt like that's why I didn't do it. But it's not as tough to click Moonblast again, right? Yeah. TOXAPEX was obvious as fuck for this double. Everyone does this double switch when they have a dedicated kind of lead, which is fine, but it's kind of obvious. And this time it worked out very well for us. So I Moonblast. In front of the Volcarona, expected the Muscarada double switch. I didn't need the Valiant very much, that's why I could afford to do this. So yeah, we get the kill right here. He's gonna go back to Garganacle this time. I'm gonna switch into my Pex, keep this useless thing. I'm Covered Cloak, so this is not gonna be very annoying. I switch into my Garchomp on the Stealth Rock turn, so I can click Earthquake. This does nothing. This is a life for Garchomp, by the way. This does nothing. Garganacle is busted, but we force it basically to Terrestrialize, Protect, all that stuff. I'm gonna take full advantage of it and click Spikes right here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I click Spikes right here. And now I have to switch because my Earthquake no longer kills. So I have to go into my Great Tusk this turn. I could have went TOXAPEX, but TOXAPEX doesn't really make progress for Garganacle. I can Infestate, I can do all that stuff. It doesn't really make progress. This, however, does give me a little bit of value because I can knock off the leftovers, and Garganacle without leftovers is actually big. So I could have spawned, I could have done all that stuff. You kind of get the rocks up, no progress. Knockoff gives me immediate progress. I take a little bit of damage and switch. That's how I do. I switch into my Pex. And now this Infestation is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you, bro. So, goes into his Golden Go. I Infestate right here. Alright. And we do a little bit of damage. Shadow Balls me. I liquidate for a little bit more damage. I'm thinking he's gonna recover right here, so I switch. I should leave a Shadow Ball anyway with Machine Power any day of the week. He does actually Shadow Ball and not recover, which is bad for us, but I make a hard read that he's gonna switch, and I click Icicle Grass. He has two Dark Resist, Garganacle and Great Tusk. So I decided to predict and click Icicle Grass. He goes to use his Volk. I switch it to my Pex because I wall you any day of the week. As he wished me, I'm gonna click Safe Infestation again. And he decided to stay in and trade versus me, so this is perfectly fine. I'm gonna Infestate, trap you, and then click Toxic versus Volk. So this is real nice stuff, real nice. I'm gonna recover it here so I can beat it. He gets great special attack boost with his Fury Dance, but it doesn't matter. This is a mixed defense. It's TOXAPEX. 33. Not Toxic. See. Yeah, he does all that. Okay, let me. Yeah, you get the point. I beat it. He decides to switch as he gets freed by the Infestation and goes into his Golden Go. And I'm gonna stay in and click Infestation one more turn. And now I think I switch in my Chomp. No, I'm stupid. At this point, last turn, I'm like, is he Scarf or something? Why is he clicking Shadow Ball like brain dead? Now what is happening? Did he change it to Choice Scarf? That's why I clicked Recover and didn't switch. I was like, he might be Scarfed. He didn't recover once. But nope, he wasn't. So he reveals Recover, so he is the Nasty Plot Recover to attack set. I have to find an opportunity to switch into my Shame Power Chomp. This was it, but I didn't do it because I'm too stupid. So I took it. Anyway, I go Chomp. As he clicks the Shadow Ball, I calculate I live, so it is fine, and I get a free hit. I am obviously gonna predict and click Draco because it's good versus Great Tusk and D-Knight that could extreme speed me. So click that. My Chomp dies, but this gives me good positioning with my Great Tusk because I can knock off Earthquake, do whatever I want versus Goldigo. And here, D-Knight is a big asset. I don't know if you noticed. If it DDs and Roost and all that stuff, the set is Extreme Speed, DD, Roost, Earthquake. How do I stop that? Well, my Great Tusk loses to it because he can roost it from my face without clicking Terrestrialize. He beats my Shen Power, again, extreme speed, he earthquakes my Toxapex, my Island Violent gets destroyed, my Corviknight is absolutely wall-baited because I'm not iron defense, I'm body press, whack shit. So I decided to spin right here, break the multiscale, get rid of the hazards. I also switch this turn into my Toxapex. As he goes +2, I'm like GG. Nope, I Terrestrialize with the dark type. This earthquake is no longer super effective for me, and I click an accurate effective Toxapex. You're a beast. You're a little beast, bro. You're a little beast. So we're safe. We're safe. Now I can go into my Corviknight, do all the things I like because you are toxic, my guy. He goes to his Scarlet, go perfect. I switch with U-turn, take a little bit of damage. Shadow Ball, Mega Drain, doesn't matter, and I can go into my Cat Meow, and I click Crunch. No reason to predict anything. If he goes Tusk, good. I'll just play the long game. This turn there was no reason to predict. I could have just clicked Crunch. It's fine. So no reason to risk my Shen Power for no reason. I don't know what I'm saying. I stay in with this thing, and I toxic this beast as well because this could have also swept me. I do have Moonblast with my Iron Violin, but this is better. This is better. Accurate Toxapex is the fucking MVP, bro. MVP. I just click the save. Moonblast, Toxapex, lived everything, got everyone poisoned. Volcarona has Great Tusk. Everyone just gonna drop to my Toxapex Toxic Infestation combo. And this is GG. I just earthquake this thing. You're slower than me somehow. And yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go to the next round of the official Smogon tournament with a solid 2 overs, my guy, Unknown Dragon. Really good games. I enjoy them. Not perfect, obviously. I misplayed, they misplayed. That's how good games are. You're not gonna have everyone saying, "Oh, you misplayed this turn." Yeah. What are you trying to say? If you check any game, even from the best players, they have some turns that they could have done something better. And that's the whole point of analyzing the replays. You see this turn, I could have done this and that. You see that turn, okay, I just clapped him that turn. You got outplayed extremely well. But that's the whole point of this replays. So that's my opponent for playing great versus us. And yeah, wish him luck in his other tournaments. And I hope we do as well in the next tournaments, next rounds of the tournament. But yeah, this is the video. Hope you like the replay analysis. I try to explain, what we're doing and what we did. The teams are gonna be in the description. And yeah, that's it. Bye bye, everyone. Peace.